Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Spirits of Lightning, our actual play homebrew Pathfinder 2e campaign. As always, if those words don't mean anything to you, then just sit back and enjoy the story. My friends and I here are going to be playing a campaign that I made up, and we have been playing for a little while now. This is episode 6 already. Pretty soon we're going to be at episode 100, and we'll be looking back on this and saying, oh, how the time does fly. But for now it is merely episode 6. We do not know yet what waits in store for these adventurers first off.
Skypea.
Skypea, yeah, we're going to Skypea after this.
True.
So, I forgot to prepare a banter topic for today, so if someone else would like to come up with something.
Oh boy.
Did anyone celebrate anything in the last week?
Meh.
No, I don't think so.
What's everyone's favorite soda?
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good question. Ginger beer.
Pib
Which is
Extra.
Oh, that's too much pib for me. I just like that. I can't handle that much pib.
Like standard pib.
So, is it Mr. Pib?
It used to be, and then there was also Pib Extra, and I think that they may still technically make Mr. Pibb, but Pib Extra was like the one that had like more caffeine. And they still like mostly sell Pib Extra places, like instead of Mr. Pibb.
During the summer, Pepsi had a lime Pepsi, and that is my favorite.
It's really
well,
good.
I'm glad you like it because it doesn't sound good.
Oh, it's good, especially with tacos.
Okay, that is fair. I usually like drinking root beer. I'm a big root beer girly, but lately I've been drinking a lot of Coke Zero just because it's easy to find and it has no sugar in it. It's not like, the best tasting soda out there, but, for a soda that doesn't have any calories or sugar in it, like, it's, better than nothing, and it gives you some caffeine.
True.
You talking about Coke Zero?
No, I'm talking about Coke One.
Coke singular.
I was also gonna say Coke 1.
Nah, they're on to Coke 2
Zero.
now.
Coke 0.0001.
Homeopathic Coke.
No, they give it a nanocalorie, just for shits and giggles.
Well, legally speaking, if it's below like a certain number of calories, they can legally say it has 0 calories.
Yeah, no, I saw that in a thing. This person was eating, like, this was a video I watched. This person was eating, like 2 whole packs of freaking, what was it? Of, Tic Tacs. They were eating, like, packs of Tic Tacs a day, and they had gained, in the span of, like, a few months, like, 30 pounds. And so their primary care like sent them to a dietitian, and the dietitian kept going over and over their diet, and then finally they saw them eating a handful of Tic Tacs, like a fistful of Tic Tacs, and went, how many Tic Tacs do you eat in a day? And they're like, like 2 packs. And they're like, why didn't you list this? And they were like, because there's 0 calories. And they're like, no, what it is they're actually only like, each individual one is like 3 calories. But because they're less than 5, they get the label says 0. So because it was like 2. Because they're 2 calories each, and you're eating 500 a day. That's 1,000 calories in Tic Tacs.
Oh, sheesh.
That's so much.
I know. It's pure sugar.
Relatable.
Funny.
No, relatable.
Sugar.
Sarah?
I mean, I guess. Okay. So on that bombshell, let's go ahead and get into our adventure for today. So I'm gonna roll the old D6 of recap to see who's gonna recap for us today. Number 1, it is Abby's turn to recap.
Okay. Can you remind me again where the campaign from last time started? That's always my hardest.
We started with the death of Akuma.
Oh, yeah. So Akuma died.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh no, Akuma died. And then we were like, what do we do now? We're like, well, let's just shove him in this big old barrel. We just shoved him in a barrel, and she was like, no, we can't leave him face up. Then what if people see his face? We gotta put him face down. Or something like that. We just kept debating over whether he should be face up or face down in the barrel. And then we left and we found the dwarf whose name
What's his
is
name?
escaping me. I don't freaking remember. Grim?
Gim? Oh.
Gim?
Girahim.
Gim? How do you pronounce it, Tyler? It's not English.
Gim.
Gim?
Gim.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not actually English, so I need someone to pronounce it for me. So we met him and he was all chained up and we were like, hey, you wanna leave this place? And he was like, yeah, sure. So we broke him out of his little ankle jail. And gave him a hammer and he was like, let's beat people up, and we were like, okay. So then we went into this building and we there was a bunch of guys in here, including like a higher up guy, and we were like, hey, fuck you. And then we killed him. And then Sheeta was unconscious again, but she was fine. We just kind of left her down here while we went upstairs. Still don't know why we did that. I think we were just playing Follow the Leader. With Lackerman. And so then we went upstairs and there was some undead vampire-like creatures that we knocked out, but then as we were leaving they tried to get up again, so then we just closed the door on them because the power of a door. And yeah, that was it. They did not leave the door. I guess they just didn't want to. I mean, if they were vampires, they probably had some issue with like sunlight, for all we know. Who knows?
Don't dead open inside.
That's right.
They're not smart enough to open a door. Clearly is the answer. So we left there, we came back down, we finally did some healing, and then we went over to the side door, busted through the door. Well, I think we poked a hole in the screen or something.
No, you unlocked it with a key.
Oh.
You went in the proper way.
To like look in there, like in there. I don't know. I forgot about the key, okay? We got it from the general dude. So we went in there, and Sarah was like being all suspenseful, but it was just money. Like, I legit thought it was going to be a mimic, so I was not happy about that.
Yeah, everyone was saying it was going to be a mimic, so that's why I made it so dramatic.
Oh,
yeah, and I was hiding around the corner because I was like, I'm not dealing with it. I went over there to detect magic. When there was no magic, I said, okay, it's not a mimic. Go in there and get it.
Go on, get him.
And then that's where we end.
Yeah. Okay, so pop quiz time. Why are you here?
Oh, because
on this planet?
Yes, on this planet. Because they are threatening to raid Daizo and basically mess everybody's stuff up. If they don't get like tributes, and we're like, we're not on board with that.
I'm here for revenge.
Okay, but specifically, what was your objective in coming here?
I thought that we just saw this particular place on the way to our objective. I could have been wrong.
It was To find Akira the Mad Dog.
I assumed we were following the trails of the dead guys we found in the forest, but before we went there, we were trying to find Akira, so I assumed it was, two birds with one stone.
Okay, so yeah, specifically your objective was to find out more about Akira, this person who claims that he is going to raid the town, and what his plans are. So that the town can better prepare a defense against the bandits. In order to perhaps track down the headquarters of the bandits, you just went out and found some bandits on the road. You killed them all without asking them any information, and then you followed their tracks through the forest, and you wound up here at this fort.
They were already dead.
No, you killed some of them.
Some of them were
on the road.
Okay, but those ones we killed, but the ones near the plant were already dead.
Yeah, but those look mostly like samurai.
Okay, well, we're not perfect.
Okay, so you came to this fort, and you found a number of bandits here, but you eventually came into the officers' quarters here, and you found a guy who looked like an officer, but who was not Akira. He was Lieutenant Kumamoto, and he had some choice words to say about Akira that were not particularly supportive. And then you fought him and killed him, and then you went up to the second floor of this building and you found Akira's journal.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And making vampires.
Yes, it's ravings.
Yeah, it did become ravings at some point. Essentially, the key points that you found from his journal was that he had a chip on his shoulder for being exiled from Daizo by the Yakuza. Even though, from what you've heard, it was entirely his own fault. Let's see. He eventually, sometime within the last year, he met someone that he calls my new friend. That you don't know any other details about. And this new friend has been telling him great secrets of power. And as the journal goes on, the entries become less coherent, and the writing style becomes less legible. But you do learn that his new friend taught him how to create the Jiangshi, which were the undead creatures that you fought on the second floor. You also found a mention that Akira captured an ogre in the forest. Likely that was the ogre that was kept in the pen here in the fort. And that's pretty much what you know. So it's probably safe to assume that this is the bandits' hideout. But one thing that is pretty glaringly obvious is that, one, Akira is not here. And two, it seems very sparsely staffed right now. In fact, from what you heard from Gim, it seems that it was just Lieutenant Kumamoto and the men who were loyal to him who were here at the fort. It seems suspiciously quiet. Yeah, and the ogre is not here either, nor is Akira. There are two buildings that you have yet to fully explore, one being the stable, which is full of gremlins, and one being the building you assume to be the barracks to the south, which you heard that there were people sleeping in there. You heard snoring sounds.
Go in there and kill them all. Just coup de grace them. Oh man.
If only we had a rogue.
Oh, that was my favorite thing. Remember that, Z?
Having a rogue now.
No, I remember falling asleep, doing a sleep spell, and then coup de grace.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, we used to have a technique in our old campaign where I would put bad guys to sleep, and then Z would come over and cut their heads off. It was great.
Nice.
It was pretty good. Great strategy, honestly.
It was great. Yeah, and I one time even managed to, because I had a really good will. I had a great will DC. So like I would cast sleep, and I one time got a centaur to fall asleep, or like, what was it, Sarah? Was it a centaur? That giant, like
it was some sort of big old centaur-like giant.
Centaur.
Yeah, I forget what it was called. It had some very Norse name, I think.
It was large.
Yeah, it was one of Loki's kids.
Oh man! And Sarah was like, "Oh, and he's gonna attack his next turn." And I went, "Sleep," and then he fell asleep. And Sarah was like, "God damn it!" It's like he fell asleep.
Okay. Oh, and the last bit of information: you found this piece of paper on the desk of Lieutenant Kumamoto.
Yes.
That was magical, and you found that it was a what's it called? Name exactly?
A pager.
A parchment of direct message is what it's called. It was a parchment of direct message, which you know normally comes in a pair, and they're used for communicating remotely across a distance.
Yep.
And you don't know for sure who has the matching sheet of paper. So, I think that's all the information that I can give you for now. So, what would you all like to do?
I gotta open up my character sheets.
Who has the paper?
Well, you're standing
We
beside
rest
it.
properly.
I think I was over here.
You all have not yet had a night's rest. You have been...
Yeah, and
Should we rest for the night?
I'm scared to sleep here.
Oh.
Yeah, there are vampires in the same building as you right now.
How you doing?
Yeah, we're between sleeping soldiers, vampires, and gremlins at the moment.
Fair enough. Where would you guys like to go then?
I would like to write something foul on this piece of paper.
Okay.
No. Let's be strategic. Because I am pretty sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can't stop you, is the thing.
You can. You could try to pull the paper from me.
I could, but I want to tear it.
That's why I was asking who had it. If I'm gonna try to snatch
really
it from them.
put Keck?
LMAO kick.
Really?
Yeah, so my concern is that Akira is off to raid Daizo. And
yeah. So waiting.
We gotta kind of try and catch up with him.
Or get him to turn around away from the city.
Yeah, you did learn that, or the message that he sent to the town was that he said, "I'm coming in 7 days," and that was yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you trust his word, you have 6 more days. But
do we have reason to trust his word?
No.
Hold on a second. Someone's at our front door.
That's me.
Oh. When did you get outside?
Jasmine, you're so cute.
So yeah, Akira did give you a timetable, but it looks like he's not here, his ogre's not here, and most of his troops, you presume, are not here. So
he's doing something, and it probably isn't good.
Up to no good.
Tyler had to get his breakfast.
Game might have some information.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Game.
What was the...
So, about the fact that Akira is not here.
Oh yeah, where'd I went?
Where he at?
Yeah, Game.
Is there any knowledge that you can recall, Game?
Game, do you have intelligence?
He doesn't need intelligence to know this. This is just remembering what happened.
Okay, but what if he had an intelligence of like 3?
Then he wouldn't be a conscious person.
I have an intelligence of +1. So.
Oh, la-di-da.
He's smarter than some people. He's smarter than your Eidolon. So, take that. Smarter than Lacriman.
All I know, they were arguing and...
Smarter than you!
Akira took his men and
your
left.
fucking mouth, Sarah.
I mean your characters. Asahi.
You better not be fucking commenting on me.
No, it has nothing to do with you, Abby. Ability scores
No,
don't exist in the real world.
Well...
They're hidden in the code.
I've certainly met some people who seemed like their ability scores of any kind were in the dirt.
So, what are we doing?
Mine is charisma.
Where are we dropping, boys? Oh yeah, Tyler, you were saying something.
Yeah, I said, all I know that they were fighting, arguing amongst each other, and that Akira fellow's quite the temper on him, like a little man-child.
You actually know
Okay,
something
where?
else that would be of use.
What?
Look at the second piece of information that I sent to you last time.
Bye, Benny.
Secrets.
He's reading. Did you find it, Tyler?
This is information we already know, though. Or I assume everyone already knows.
Don't
Tell us
assume.
anyway.
Yeah.
I already said he left the fort and with his men.
And for why?
When and for what reason?
Do you need me to read it for you, Tyler?
Okay, I'll just read it because we can move this
you're confusing
along.
me.
Game, you know that earlier in the day, as in this morning, Akira left the fort with most of his troops, and they seemed, outfitted for battle, and they were, marching in formation, and it seemed they left for militaristic purposes.
You didn't write that to me.
Well, I'm embellishing a little bit. But you suspect they may have been going to attack.
No like.
And that's why I said we must draw their attention back to the fort.
Yeah, but they have most of their troop. How many is most of their troop? Probably more than we can handle.
Saves us time, though, to get back to the city to warn any militiamen to protect the city.
So you do know that you encountered some trouble on the way to the fort, particularly the there was some magic at play by the Kodama of the forest that were making it difficult to navigate. And in fact, you all lost quite a few hours in getting through the forest.
That was because of Sheeta.
What?
Yeah, no. When Sheeta was like, I can navigate, and then we went in a circle.
Okay, but part of that was because of the Kodama.
Yeah, no, it was because of a low survival roll, but like,
Yes.
anyway, you also know that because you spoke to and helped the Kodama in the fort, it gave you a ginkgo branch that it said you can use as a token of passage to let the other Kodama know that you have their blessing.
And it was everything I ever wanted in life.
So you suspect that perhaps that would allow you to move through the forest quicker than the company of bandits.
So, looking at the paper and with the understanding of what it is, Lackerman says, there sure do seem to be a lot of variables in all this. I wonder if there's a way we can use this to find out what they're up to.
What, the piece of paper?
Yes.
Yes.
The paper.
Excellent.
I suggest that we pose as our deceased friend here and try to get a status report from the troops.
Stinky ass out of the sink.
Sure. I mean, it can't hurt, right?
I'm not posing as some unhonorable little bastard as he spits on his corpse.
Hey, you two stop fighting. Stop fighting.
Posing is perhaps a strong word. We'll just leave the details out. Question is what to write on the paper.
I got something I can draw on that.
No. No. Let's not.
Could you repeat that, Tyler? I didn't hear you.
I said I got something to draw on that.
No, we don't want to be drawing on it.
Surmising that Geem is talking about drawing a member on the paper, Lackerman slowly slides it across the table away from Geem's reach.
Does this count as a cock block?
Yes.
It's like a... it's too bad maturity isn't a ability score because yours would be pretty low.
That would specifically encourage people to have characters that had low maturity, I think.
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, but what if it reflected poorly on one of the other ability scores? Like, you can't have a good wisdom if you have bad and low maturity.
Never a wise character again.
Yeah.
So-
Hey! Yeah.
I presume that there's a writing utensil along with this paper
Probably a brush.
here.
Yeah, I imagine there's like a calligraphy brush or something, right?
Do you know how to use calligraphy?
I assume
That's
that's a
a-
basic skill.
Yeah, I mean, you can
That's
just
really-
write on it. You don't have to, like...
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but like also, if we don't write in the same way the general would Akira know?
Don't know.
We'll never know. I don't know. I'm
Until
just
someone
making
writes
up.
on this. If no one's writing on this, I'm gonna snatch this.
No penises.
Okay, well, before we get a dick pic drawn on the paper, perhaps simple is best. Lackerman simply writes status report ? On the paper.
Okay.
That
And after a
works.
few seconds, it disappears. And nothing seems to happen.
Oh, that's lovely.
Perhaps whoever has this piece of paper is not looking at it at the moment.
Oh, don't you hate when you text someone and they don't see your text?
They're AFK.
Parentheses vibrate parentheses. Do it.
Wait.
Well, I guess that is the end of that for now.
Well, we should definitely take it with us if we're gonna.
Yeah. And the paper goes in the stash.
In the stash.
Or maybe someone should specifically hold on to it to
Well, just
watch
don't
it.
let Dean have it.
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay. I guess Lackerman will hold on to it.
Well, Ackerman seems like he has a good head on his shoulders, so to speak.
I've got enough diplomacy to figure it out.
Me too.
So with that settled, Lackerman looks around and says, well, we found ourselves in a tough spot here. Our enemy is marching to parts unknown. We've got zombie vampires above us, gremlins ahead of us, and I believe I heard sleeping soldiers over the other way. Meanwhile, it seems like all of you magic users around us are not having the best time. I'm unfamiliar with your arcane ways, so what exactly is it that you folks need?
I mean, racist. I don't say it like that. but
Racist.
Racist.
No, sure. Give your character a southern accent.
It'd be funny.
It would be very funny.
I will definitely join you in on that. We come from the same dialect location, prefecture.
Anyway.
Rest may be a tall order, but if it's what you require, perhaps we should retreat from the fort for now.
Yeah, that might be the best call.
Although our friend Geem here would probably just as soon charge after them.
Or just as soon. No, I'm not gonna say that. Not allowed.
Easy there.
That's not what I meant.
I don't know what you were
I
going to
didn't mean
say,
anything
but...
dirty, just a bad idea.
Wait, so are we carrying this gold with us?
You do have use of a cart
Oh, okay.
drawn by animals, so...
Yeah, we just gotta carry it out of the fort.
Yeah.
So his armies is probably lost in the woods at the moment. I am assuming.
Could be.
We could get to town before him, rest at town, and then give the money to help pay for the militia.
That's certainly an idea.
Because I'm quite aware of the blacksmith there. He's quite the greedy such. It's gonna require a lot of gold to give peasants weapons and armor.
Great.
That may be the best course of action, if indeed they're headed towards the town. Perhaps their largest soldier could glean us some answers to if that's where they're headed.
Oh yeah, that is a much better idea, Hans.
So,
Try and follow the ogre.
I guess what Lackerman would like to do, pending everyone else wanting to do it, is carry the gold out to our good friend Rydell, waiting patiently, and perhaps try to see where the footprints of the ogre and perhaps the soldiers, because marching in formation, they might leave some signs of where they're headed.
Okay. So we're gonna
I
leave
think that
the
sounds like a good idea.
fort, and head back to town.
Or at
Seems-
least head out of the fort and see where the army headed
Fair enough.
Fair.
first.
Yeah, it does seem like they are traveling with. I mean, they're traveling in large numbers and traveling with a single large creature, so should be fairly easy to track. So, okay, we can. Whoever wants to lead that tracking effort can go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, Lackerman says, although I came up with the idea, I'm not much of a tracker myself. So yeah. So I won't be doing that.
Okay.
I think the reason I did it last time is because no one else really has survival.
Yeah,
So
the-
I
will.
do. I got good.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Asahi and
Go for
Sheeta
it.
both have +7. So,
All right,
I
sounds like
trolled
those are
better
the
last
friends
time.
that should roll.
Yeah. They see the fact that we both have it means if one of us messes up, we have a second try. Well,
well, there you go.
I mean, I can roll, but I doubt I'd need to.
Yeah, no, 24 is plenty. Sheeta, you pick up the trail of
I got 22.
you pick up a trail very easily, and it seems like they are headed in the direction that you all approached. So they're going out the way you came in, is what it seems like. If you
Well, we
follow
can
the trail,
unlock
you
it,
could
we have
probably
to pick.
catch up to the bandits, but judging by the footprints, it seems like there are a lot of them.
Ooh,
That's
no
not a
thanks.
good sign.
And we are ill prepared to fight a lot of them.
Yeah, you guys are all out of chain lightnings and heightened fireballs.
And people.
Yeah.
Then it sounds like Geem's plan to rally the troops may yet be our best option. Perhaps if we run into any of our little friends along the way, we can request their help holding up our enemies a bit.
Little friends.
Yes, Geem, we ran into some critters.
I love how Asahi just stands there and goes, "You mean my friends?"
Okay, let's not be stingy with the tree spirits. There's enough of them to go around.
Okay, but they're my friends.
I'm surrounded by tree spirits. Real spirits.
In a sense. However, these are of a smaller, more mystical variety. They seem to be fond of our fox friend. They might be keen to help us out if we run across them. Yeah, that's a big if.
Gim just scratches the back of his head with like the pick of his hammer. He's like, all right.
Okay. So
These lands have been strange ever since I came here.
So you all make your way through the forest, and it's only about a minute or so before you hear that sort of ding 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 sound as you look around and see the Kodama begin to emerge once more. What do you do?
Lackerman bows to the Kodama and gestures towards Asahi since they seem particularly fond of her.
Asahi does a bow while she holds in her two open palms the ginkgo branch.
Okay, and they all just kind of like come down from their trees and approach you and are just like beholding this ginkgo branch. And you hear them just saying, friend, 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 friend. Like a bunch of little green men from Toy Story. And they begin to like walk away from you, and they're like motioning for you to follow. It seems they are showing you a path. The forest is dark now. It's a little after sunset, so the light is still draining from the sky, though it will soon be completely dark out. But one of the Kodama, there's a Kodama that appears from behind a tree, and it's just holding like a lantern on a big stick just above its head. And they just like make a procession as they lead you through the forest, and it's almost comical if it wasn't so eerie. They're just like kind of jangling and tinkling as they walk, and the one in front has this lantern that it's kind of swinging back and forth to light the way. You feel like you've become a part of a strange like parade almost through the forest. And before you know it, you are stumbling out of the forest back onto the road leading out of Daizo. This was a trip that took you a couple hours on the way out, and now on the way back in, it seems like you have made the trek in a much shorter amount of time.
What? What's
Anyone
going
can
on?
hear this bird. There's a bird outside my window that's just going ham.
No, we can't hear it.
Okay, good. What his problem is. I could see him too.
You're being
Hello?
viewed.
Is this a everyday thing for y'all?
No.
Mostly just
No,
today.
but it's been the highlight of my day. Both in character and not in character.
Okay, so yeah, if you walk along the road, it's not long before you see the lights of Daizo come over a hill, and you see the town is peaceful for now, and it is well and truly nighttime.
All right. Well, we find ourselves back in Daizo. So, if you shall permit me, I'll be going back to meet with our friend. Let me pull up my notes. I'll be going to meet with our friend Shirasama Kiba. Geem, you said that you had some inroads with the blacksmith here. That it might be time to cash in on those while our spellcaster friends find themselves a bit of rest.
Can I say something real quick?
yes.
Along
While
with
we're still in the
Lackerman.
Go ahead.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Sorry. I was gonna thank the Kodama, and then I was going to tell them That other group that's traveling through the forest, I know
Yes.
you're already trying to confuse them, but all the help you can do, they are trying to attack the village nearby. We obviously do not want that for these people. They are but innocent.
And they kind of cock their heads to the side as they do, and you're not quite sure if they understand like the message of what you're saying, but you just hear their voices go, "Evil spirits, evil spirits, evil spirits,"
Yes.
and then they disappear back into the trees.
And I give another little bow.
And then Lackerman gives his spiel.
And then I go, I'm tired. Time for bed.
Alright, so then some number of people will go to the inn, some number of people will go to the blacksmith, and some number of people, including me, will go to the casino. I presume that'll be the best way to contact Shirasame Kiba.
Yes.
I need a bath first. I've been strapped to a wall for many days.
Do what you must, my new friend.
Where is the bath?
Asahi just kind of looks at him and with her nose up going, well, please don't use the public ones.
There seems to be a river nearby.
I'd love to think the immediate reaction that she says to that, or the immediate reaction she has to that is just to do the, like, Chloe face.
Oh, what?
Right, Zara?
Yeah. And so those of you who are headed towards the town square, you actually see that a number of shop stalls that were there this morning when you left town have been kind of pushed to the side. And there are quite a number of people here who appear to be, like, practicing and training with makeshift weaponry. You see a lot of people with, like, pitchforks and, like, machetes and just kind of whatever weapons they had on hand. And it seems like they've turned the market square into a makeshift training camp for this militia that they have cooked up. And walking past, you see that your friend Kiko, the priestess of the temple, she's kind of overseeing this, and people are, like, coming to her and asking her questions, and she looks very nervous, but she's trying, seems like she's trying her best to answer people's questions and reassure people. So, what are we all doing? Lackerman, you're going to the casino. Gim, you're going to take a bath and then go to the forge.
Yeah.
And what's everyone else doing? Just sleeping?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Hanging out with Lackerman.
I have to have a bath before I go to. I've been wandering through the forest. I am absolutely filthy. And I'm of course going to take advantage of the public onsen.
Okay. Let me bring up the prices. Trying not to get too bogged down with it, but so for the public onsen, it is 5 copper pieces for an hour. And 1 silver piece for an hour in the private bath.
How much pieces for the river?
The river is free.
Hell yeah.
You can just go and jump in the river if you like.
Well, I took advantage of the river earlier.
Yeah.
this
Hard to
morning.
believe that was the same day.
We might need a nap.
All right. Well,
Okay, I had 5 copper just like converted from some silver, so there we go. I paid my 5 copper.
Okay. And then for a room, it's 2 silver pieces for a single room and 10 silver pieces for a room for up to 4 people. You can probably squeeze a 5th person in there.
I assume. So I assume this is per night.
Yes.
Okay. Because I already paid that preview.
Yeah, you
No,
paid that
things
last
for
night.
Yeah.
3 people, Fox, Eidolon, and a doll.
Yeah, you probably don't
The
have to pay for
plants.
this all.
The plants sleep outside. Or at least we did last night.
I'm sorry, I think I'd rather pay the 2 silver to sleep by myself.
Fair enough.
Mostly because I don't want to sleep with Gimp.
I'm
The
sleeping at the
foxes-
forge.
Well,
Well, no, the fox sleeps like a pet does. It sleeps at the foot of my bed like a big old dog. Z,
well,
isn't
then I
that how-
guess
how the dogs
Asahi and
sleep?
Rydell are paying for their own rooms.
Okay. So, just figure it out amongst yourselves. Let's go to Lackerman. You're headed to the Sharktooth Casino.
And I think that Sheeta is with me.
Okay.
I paid my 2 silver.
I mean,
Just
Sheeta is a
FYI.
grown plant. She can decide for herself where she wants to go, but...
I mean, yeah, she said it earlier.
I've said it multiple times.
Okay.
I'm not trying to drag her.
Okay, so the Leshy head to the casino, and you see that there seems to be some hustle and bustle about the area, and you are recognized by the grunts of the Yakuza, and they let you in. It seems that the casino floor has been kind of shut down, and has been turned into sort of a barracks for all the Yakuza members, and you see that they're all just kind of sitting around in hushed tones. Some of them are smoking pipes, and others are sharpening their katana on whetstones. And you see the same Trasgo man that you saw previously. He just like motions to you to follow him, and he leads you to the back rooms to where the boss is, and he lets you in, steps inside, and then closes the door quietly behind you. And you see Shirosame Kiba once again. He's hunched over a little bit more than he was the last time you saw him. Didn't you just see him like in the morning?
Yeah.
And so yeah, he just looks at you and he says, "You're back. I didn't expect to see you again so soon. Where's Akira's head?"
Well, Akira's head is headed here sooner than we may have thought. However, it's still attached to his body because we have not yet managed to catch up with him.
So why are you here?
We stumbled upon their fortress in the woods. Unfortunately, our mutual friend was no longer there. He took it upon himself to speed up the timeline of his threat.
And
Dun, dun, dun.
Boss Kiba sighs. He just says, "I knew that rat couldn't be trusted. Fortunately, we've been preparing as fast as we can for just such an occasion. I appreciate the heads up. My boys will be ready to meet him. He'll likely strike at dawn. So,
I must warn you, however, he doesn't simply have troops with him. So he's acquired an ogre from someplace. and he seems to have some modicum of control over it.
And Kiba's, you see his, like, scarred eyebrows just, like, slowly lift up, and he says, now that might be a bit of a challenge. I may have to leave that to you and your, fellow heroes. But we'll see what happens.
Who's got a puppy dog yapping?
It's us.
Okay. Who's
Yeah.
got a
He's
tiny
way
puppy
far
left?
away, but he's loud.
I knew that wasn't Z's dog.
Yeah, no, these dogs are more boofers.
So yeah, he
No,
says,
when Benny wants something, he has a tiny little bark.
so yeah, he says, we'll be working with the militia to, engage the infantry, so to speak. But, any, special threats may be more in your jurisdiction. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow.
I expected such. We'll be doing whatever we can.
And he says,
We've grown quite fond of this little town.
he says, yeah, and I'm quite fond of my business. He
Stands to
says,
reason.
and he just nods and he says, thank you for the information. I hope that when we meet again, you'll be bringing me the item I requested.
Certainly my intention.
He says, very well. You're dismissed. And with that, the slick-looking Trasgo bodyguard leads you back out without a word, and leads you back out onto the street. And as you're leaving, you hear behind you some of the Yakuza say, get ready, we're fighting tomorrow! And you hear, like, whoa! And, like, you know, general cries of testosterone coming from,
Log.
yeah, the room. So yeah, you have given notice to the only fighting force in the town, really, the main fighting force. So I guess. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say after that, I presume that before we find a place to rest the night, we would want to meet up with Geem, so we would head to the blacksmith after that.
Okay, and we'll
Well.
cut to Geem heading over to the blacksmith, and you arrive at this blacksmith. You've heard it is called Gorkin's Forge. And you arrive and you hear the ping, ping, ping sound of someone working a forge. And you arrive, Gim, and you see a dwarf working the forge. No surprise to you. And you see this dwarven man here. He's got like a pile of weapons to the side of him, and he's just like pulling them off the pile and like putting them in the fire, putting them on the anvil, and doing his best to straighten them out and get them battle ready. And you see he is sweating profusely at this amount of work, and you can tell from your own experience in the forge that he is very skilled and is working very quickly. He kind of looks up as you approach, but doesn't stop his work, and he says, kind of in broken Raijin, he says, "What you want? I'm busy."
Does Dwarven have a tongue, a language?
Yes, Dwarven is a language.
Okay.
He seems to be a foreigner, so he may speak a different regional dialect as well.
Okay, I will speak in dwarf to him. And say, I can probably assume his name's Gorkin.
Yeah.
They're like, ah, Gorkin!
Oh, I forgot, you know him.
Yes.
Yeah, so he says, in Dwarven, he says, oh, bless my beard, if it's not Game Iron Striker! I thought I'd never see you again, lad.
I thought the same. I've been tired.
And he just, like, kind of looks at the pile of broken weapons to his right, and he says, I'm sure you have. What do you need? I'm quite busy.
We need the finest materials that we could scrounge up and make. And I got the gold to pay for it, too.
And his eyebrow raises when you mention gold, and he says, I'm sure we can work something out. What you need?
Spears and armor.
For the
Mini spears.
For the townsfolk?
Ah, yeah.
Well, I'm working on that already. If there's something special you need for you and your mates, I can try to fast track it for you, have it ready by the morning.
Hmm. They did mention this weapon they found. This magical weapon.
And and you know his name. His full name is Gorkin Hortz. And he Gorkin's
As with a T?
Hortz.
Alright, Hortz.
And so he stops working for a second, and he says, "Did you say a magical weapon? Oh, I'd love to get my hands on that."
I hardly believed them until they showed me.
It's been a fair while since I had the pleasure of working with runes. Not many around here what can afford to put runes on their blades nowadays.
I would bring it to you, but short little fella I work with has it, or saved me
And
from those.
on cue, Lackerman and Sheeta come up.
Ta-da!
You hear your friend and the blacksmith speaking in Dwarven.
What are they saying?
And I tell them, you might want to lower the flame. They're made of plants.
They're made of plants.
That's not entirely incorrect.
No, but it's funny.
I whispered this to him in Dwarvish. It's like, don't want to start a fire.
So, Lackerman bows and introduces himself. Quickly, he says,
Wait, that's
now's not the time. Now's not the time necessarily for introductions, but what you do need to know is I'm Lackerman, and this here is Sheeta. I'm acting as her bodyguard, but we let the Shirasame family know what's coming.
I just thought his name was Little Green.
So he says, and he kind of like squints while you're talking, and he says, thank you, small creature. What can I do for you? And you can tell his Raijin is not very good. He seems to be a foreigner.
I guess realizing that, I would sort of speak more to Geem as an interpreter, but also not to offend. So also try to keep my words simple, so that the blacksmith might understand. Because I'm sure that he would understand some of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They know of the troops already. and I informed them of the ogre on its way. I presume that our blacksmith friend will be wanting to see this. And I
slap
give them
Gorkin's back.
I give them the broken sword with the rune on it.
Slap his back like, see the sword, there's runes in it.
Okay, and he like walks over and takes it, like kind of snatches it out of your hands, and he's like looking it over, turning it, and he talks to Gim, and he says, "Oh, it's a fine blade, or at least she was before." And he kind of points to the broken off part of the blade. He says, "Afraid there's not much I can do with her right now, but if you want, I can transfer this rune."
Yes.
He's talking to me or
He's talking to you, Gim,
in
You
Dwarvish?
don't know how to say
Yes.
all that to me.
and Dwarven.
Okay. I look back at Little Green and says,
Little green.
he wants to put it in your weapon, but it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, and
I
let's see, how long would that take?
look over my dog slicer and say, well, not sure it's necessarily worthy of such a thing, but I'll take what I can get.
As you bring that dog slicer out, does Gorkin think anything of it?
He just looks at it and he says, a dog slicer. I hadn't seen a goblin weapon like that in a very long time. And he just kind of shivers. He says, I don't like goblins.
Mm.
Shush, Cammy.
Is that and I presume that's in Dwarvish, so I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah. And he
Everyone
elaborates
will
and he
laugh and then
says,
they say, wow, they're saying a lot of
he
stuff.
says,
I don't
a mate of
understand."
mine was actually killed by goblins back in Dredar. Nasty business.
What was it?
Nobody you would know.
Sensing that he has some trepidation about the Goblin Blade, as many have, I look at Geeman and say, "Tell him the first owner of that blade is long gone by my own hand."
Little Green says he killed the killer. Or he killed the little creature owning it.
He says, I should hope so.
Really the only way you'd get it.
He says, but if you have the coin, I'm happy to work on it. A blade's a blade.
Ah. I remember. Your time schedule might be rushed, by the way.
Who are you saying this to?
To Gorkin.
He says, can't be much more rushed than it already is. I got
Tomorrow.
nigh on 60. Just say tomorrow!
Tomorrow.
And he just starts swearing in Dwarven. He says, it's bad enough I got outfits nigh on 60 of these farmers with broken blades and spears. Are you telling me I gotta do it overnight?
And then I slap him on the back again. Very large belly laugh. He's like, "Ah, you got me in with you. We got this."
He says, well, it'll be a challenge, all right, but I'll certainly do my best.
I believe in you. Me and your ancestors. I kind of want to focus making spears, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, arming villagers with spears is much better than weapons. It's easier to make spears, a lot quicker.
Yeah. Okay,
It's just
so
a blade on a stick.
so yeah, like you all have, it's not like too late right now. It's probably like 9 o'clock. So like, if you wanted to spend a little bit of time helping out, you could. Before you got some rest. But yeah, so you can leave the broken blade and the dog slicer with Gorkin, and he will transfer the rune. It'll probably take him all night, so you may have to help Geem to help forge some weapons.
Oh yeah.
So it will cost. It is 10% of the rune's price. So a +1 weapon potency rune is 35 gold, so it will cost 3 gold and 5 silver.
You got that little
So-
green, right?
I can pay. Didn't expect to be taking the rune myself. I sort of expected our late friend Akuma might have it. But I can certainly make use of it in his name.
Yep, the dead's dead and the living's living. Take
True.
what you can.
I reckon that's true.
I'm surprised the dwarf didn't take it. I'm not here, but I'm just making comment.
I'll not look a gift rune in the mouth.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't want to put it on your hammer?
I trust myself.
Okay.
So, how much was that price again? I'm gonna. Take
It would be
off
35 silver.
35 silver. We can do that.
Okay, and that
Remove.
improves your dog slicer to a +1 dog slicer. So, let's see. Okay, yeah, so if you open up the description of your click the edit button on the dog slicer. I don't know if you can or not. You should be able to.
Seems that I can.
Okay, on the details tab, there is in the precious material and runes box, there is a drop down for potency rune. Yeah, weapon potency +1. There you go.
Nice. There we go.
And then you may have to. Oh no, I think it's automatically calculated into the strike.
Yep.
So there you
In
go.
my attack, yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, well, Lackerman looks warily at the pile of spears and the flame and says, I'm afraid there's not much we could do to help here, so we'll leave you dwarves to it.
And
It's what we do.
Gorkin just kind of waves you off.
He's like, yeah, get on.
Alright, time to light this fire for realsies.
All right. So the dwarves are working in the forge, in the dwarven forge, if you will. Let's see. So yeah, there are a number of things you could do to help out with preparations. You suspect that word has gotten out that the attack is coming tomorrow, and there is a lot of anxiety within the town. People seem to be very frightened, but it is what it is. So everyone's trying to muster up their courage. They do have, the walls of the city, or the town, I should say, on their side, so there is at least a defensive advantage there.
Yeah.
If you want, you can sell stuff from your stash.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think we need to carry around a bunch of
Weapons and armor that
Wakizashi.
you don't need, yeah. So you can sell all of them for half price. So half of what their value is.
Before that, is there anything that anyone would want between? I presume we would keep the consumables. We would
Yeah.
keep the equipment. That we would sell the armor and weapons that no one wants to take.
Yeah, I think most of us
Yeah.
already have as good of armor as we're gonna get for now.
Yeah.
I say we like I'm one of them.
Weapons, on the other hand, I think maybe we could buy more or different weapons, or
You do have a +1 katana in your
yeah.
stash.
Yeah, I would maybe hold on to the +1 katana and the alchemist fire. And then I think everyone who would use a short bow has a short bow, and everyone that would use everything else would have it. So unless Geem wants the javelin, I feel like we can just sell everything but the alchemist fire and the katana.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like some of us are just full-time casters, so we don't really even use weapons.
Yeah, and like I have a bow and Sheeta has a bow.
True.
I mean, there could be better bows now that you can choose from the. Isn't that like a level 1 loot table or level a shot table or something, Sarah?
Basically anything you can afford, you could probably buy. Provide. I think. Let me check. There may be like a level limit on items. Let's see.
I don't think Sheeta would necessarily be itching for more weapons, and I mean, she can speak for herself, obviously. But that's just my presumption, and I'm pretty
not really.
I'm pretty good myself. So then the question becomes Geem.
So just so you know, a +1 weapon costs 35 gold.
I see.
Let me go ahead and just calculate the money that you get from selling all this crap. We'll open my calculator. I wish there was an easier way to sell this, like there was a button to sell.
Yeah, that would be really convenient.
But yeah, it is what it is. Let me pull up my calculator. Basically, it does total up the values though, so that's nice. So, 12 plus 36. Are you keeping the javelins?
No. Can't imagine we need them.
I wouldn't use them, so unless Geem would use them, then
I don't really know how they work too much. Right now, I'm looking at just like
Basically, you can make ranged attacks with them.
Yeah, I was seeing what they're scaling and stuff, and
Yeah, they do get strength to hit because they are thrown weapons. I'll skip the javelins for now.
I've been trying to figure out a range option for me that doesn't require too much.
Okay, selling all the weapons
Modifiers.
other than the javelins, the +1 katana, and the alchemist fire will give you 40 gold and 5 silver. So I'll handle all that.
and just because weapons came up, I'm looking at the difference between the composite short bow and the regular short bow.
I think the composite one has the propulsive trait, which means you get half strength to damage.
That looks like the main difference. All right. Well, I can handle for myself selling my old bow and buying a new bow.
Yeah, and so just when you sell stuff, you get half the value of the item because it's used.
So
And for selling all the
so
armors, you
that
get
would
21
round
and a
down.
half.
So like if it's 3, I would get 1.
No.
Or round up.
No, it because if it's
Oh, no,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
3
it
gold, it
splits
would round
into
down to
denominations.
1 gold, 5 silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. 1 gold.
Unless it was something where it was like half of a copper, then I guess that wouldn't,
Yeah.
like, because copper's the lowest
Yeah.
monetary.
Yeah, I forgot that change was a thing.
It's okay.
Okay, so I sold all your junk weapons and armor in the stash. So that leaves you with 162 gold and 15 silver. So it would definitely not be out of reasonable expectation to buy a +1 weapon for someone who needs it.
Well, I have one.
Yeah, so Geem, if you want to buy a +1 gnome hooked hammer, you could. Or Sheeta, if you want to buy a +1 of whatever weapon you get, your short sword or your short bow, you can do that.
A +1 frying pan.
Yeah.
Do I just put like +1 on the quality? Is that?
Yeah, so the way it works is if you want to do that, it costs 35 gold. And then on the inventory page, you go to the weapon that you want to do that for, you click the edit item button, then go to the details tab, and then there's a block for precious metal and runes. Then you change the potency rune to weapon potency +1.
Well, I do not have that much gold. So.
Well, I'm saying you have like over 160 gold in the stash, so.
Oh, I guess it's reasonable to use that to.
Yeah. That's for y'all to use, so.
Yeah, I assume before anyone starts spending from the stash, stash money should always be divided evenly.
Or just, with the permission of the party. I'm just saying that's an option.
Yes.
I just want my share.
Okay,
Fair
well,
enough.
162. Does Rydell get a share?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
He doesn't really need it.
Okay, so that means it would give each of you 32 gold and 4 silver if you split it. Like that.
Can you
Okay.
do that?
Abby, you can take your share, I think.
You can
I'm
add
fine
it to
with
your
it.
sheet. I will remove it from the stash.
Okay.
One more time?
32 gold, 4 silver.
Okay.
Wait, you said 42 or 32?
32.
30.
Okay.
32 gold and how many
30,
silver?
30.
4 of the silvers.
Was that the gold and the silver divided?
No, just the gold.
Okay.
But it's only 15 silver, so it's not very much money left over, so.
We'll just leave the silver.
You said to upgrade a weapon, just 30.
It is 35 gold to buy a
35.
+1 weapon.
What about
Off the
plus
shelf.
2?
You can't afford that. That's like hundreds of gold.
I
cannot
have
afford.
much.
I can see how much money you have. No, you don't. And she said hundreds with a plural.
Yeah, I guess I'll upgrade. You
He's
said
not
go
listening,
to
is he?
what?
All right.
Tyler, what are you trying to do?
Upgrade to a +1.
Okay, so click, and you could sell your old one if you wanted to get 1 gold piece back.
I thought you already had a plus.
No.
Gorkin does not have the time to inscribe a rune on a weapon you already have, so you would have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of hand-waving the fact that this is an uncommon weapon, because I don't want to get bogged down and shit like that.
So where do I edit this
So,
again?
on the inventory page, you find the weapon. Click the edit button.
Yeah.
And it pulls up the edit window for that. Go to the details tab, and then there's a drop down for the potency rune.
Gotcha.
And that's it. That's all you gotta do. It should automatically upgrade your strikes.
Alright.
So, is there anything else anyone wants to do before you go to sleep?
Yeah, there was actually one more thing that I wanted to try to do. So the soldiers are still training in the square?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously I don't have anything, any skills or anything that, by way of inspiration, but maybe I could non-mechanically inspire the soldiers a bit.
Sure. That would be a diplomacy check.
Alright, so we'll give a
Or
little
performance, I guess.
roll. Well, so Lackerman gets up in front of everybody, stumbles over his words, and then says, fuck it, and just walks away. Everyone's like, what's up with that mushroom guy?
Everyone's kind of nervous. You scared them a little bit. You get up there, we're all gonna die!
I'm sorry. What time is this that this is happening at this point?
It's like
Late at night.
9 p.m.
Okay, so I'm already in bed.
Yeah, if you went to bed, then you're in bed, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone
Well, it's
with
like,
spell slots is long gone.
Yeah.
Well, excuse. Some of us have to sleep.
Oh.
Because we need our beauty.
Oh, actually, here's something. While you're in the market square, making a buffoon of yourself, Lackerman, you see that the cart over to the side that is home to Dr. Lunario's. God, what the fuck did he call his thing? Dr. Lunario's Imaginarium of Delights is what's written on the side of it. Your attention is drawn to it by a small explosion. You look over and you see like black smoke just like puff out of the like little shuttered windows of the cart. Or wagon, I should say.
Great.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Everyone looks over there, and it commands the
Rydell
attention
goes
of everyone in
to
the square.
investigate.
Okay, so Rydell, you head over and you see that the door to the wagon is open slightly on the hinges, and there's like a little bit of smoke still pouring out. What do you want to do?
He's gonna call in and say, "Yo, what's up?"
And the door opens, and
Maybe
you
not
see
with words, but
see Dr. Lunario emerges. He is cartoonishly covered in soot.
like,
And he says,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's you. Just working on some bombs for the townsfolk. Figured it could be useful, like. I'm quite good with black powder. Only sometimes it's not quite good with me, if you catch my drift."
okay then.
It seems that he is preparing some explosives to use in the defensive effort.
The one thing
Well,
we
that-
have seen him do is blow stuff up, so.
That's true.
Lackerman looks at Sheeta and says, Professor, I do believe the temple grounds may be the best place for us to set down our roots for the evening.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Seems like a pretty safe place.
Okay. Do you? Yeah. So you enter the temple grounds, and it's as quiet and austere as ever. And you see the spirit tree kind of looming over the temple grounds. You see there's like one or two people here who are like praying at the tree. There's like somebody who's offering some coins to the gods at the temple proper. And you hear the people near the tree just say, please keep us safe. So, I think you have already been given the okay by Kiko to rest at the temple. Provided you don't make a mess, of course.
Yeah, Lackerman would just find a nice plush patch of grass to rest his cap upon.
Okay. So, as last call for anything you want to do tonight.
I think I'm good.
Okay. So, you all bed down for the evening. With anxiety, and
Relatable.
I'm being bolstered.
but eventually you make it to bed. You get some sleep. In the night, Sheeta, you have a dream.
I do.
You dream that you are standing under the spirit tree in the temple grounds. Nobody else is around, even Lackerman. And the tree has grown to many times its usual size. It's just like swaying over you in a breeze. And suddenly you feel a leaf falling down from the tree. It kind of brushes against the fronds of your, whatever passes as hair for you. And as you look up, you see all of the leaves are slowly breaking off the tree and just falling to the ground. It's becoming like a snowstorm of leaves. And in a second, the tree is bare. You walk up to the tree and put your hand or root or branch or whatever you want to call it onto the trunk of the tree. And in a flash, it's almost like you're sucked into the tree and traveling through its root network. And you're traveling so fast you can't even see what's around you. It's all a blur. And then you stop suddenly, and you see this grove in a deep wood somewhere. The trees around here are ancient and titanic, almost like some sort of primordial forest. And you just see this colossal tree in front of you, and there is a fruit that has grown on the roots of this tree, and it goes boom, 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 beating like a heart, and it's purple and red, and something's not right about it. And then you wake up.
Oh shit.
In the morning, you all wake up, and you all feel just a little bit stronger as you all finally reach 3rd level.
Hey.
And we're going to take our break right here. You all can do your level up, and we will be back in just a little bit to see what the new dawn awaits our heroes. And we're back. Thank you all for being patient. We are ready to continue our session here. So, before we left, the party leveled up to 3rd level. So, why don't we go around the horn here and just give a quick, brief little overview of some of the cool stuff you got at level 3. Or you can save it to come out during gameplay if you want. But we'll start with Abby.
Yes.
What's
What's new?
Yeah, what's new, pussycat?
Oh, I thought you were like, and now start the role play, and I was like,
Oh,
excuse
no,
me?
I said we're gonna go around the horn and give a brief
I'm
overview of
sorry.
what you got.
Okay, I misheard you then. Sorry. So not too much new from me. Like I said, I decided to do my proficiency. I went for expert in nature, so now my nature is +10. Um, which is pretty cool. I took toughness for my feet, so now at 3rd level, my maximum HP is 50, which is pretty good. Besides that, I get a 2nd level spell, which is pretty good, but I haven't chosen that yet. I know I need to. I'm still weaning through some of the ones that Sarah sent me. So, that's all I got for now. I assume that was everything, right, Sarah?
I think so. It's your character.
But and by the way, could you resend that list to me of those
Yeah.
spells? Because I missed.
Yeah. Alright. Sheeta. Or Fern, I should say. What did Sheeta get for her 3rd level?
So I got continual recovery, which helps me heal people faster. It takes 10 minutes rather than an hour for people to stop being immune to treat wounds. So that's pretty pog. And fast recovery, which basically just makes me heal faster. And I became an expert in nature. And yeah. And also I got keen recollection, which is a thing because I'm a detective who's bad at deciding what to look for.
There's keen recollection too.
I'm not off the top. I have to open it up. You can recall pertinent facts on topics that aren't your specialty. Your proficiency bonus to untrained skill checks to recall knowledge is equal to your level instead of to +0.
So you get partial proficiency in
Yeah.
in recall knowledge for stuff you're untrained in.
You have approximate knowledge of many things.
Yeah, exactly.
Precisely.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Z, what did Ningyo get? And I suppose Rydell as well.
Ningyo, I swapped out one of their cantrips. So now it's got Divine Lance, which is much better. I got my 2nd rank spells, which I'm working on. I got Reaper's Lantern. I think I need
What's Reaper's Lantern?
Reaper's Lantern. I'm so glad you asked. I'm gonna put it in the chat, because I'm trying to read multiple things right now.
Which chat?
There.
I can read it
Okay.
if you'd like, or I can try to figure out what
Sure.
the pertinent part is. Undead targets that fail their fortitude saves become enfeebled 1 while within the area of the ghostly lantern. That seems like once per turn, starting on the round after you cast Reaper's Lantern, you can sustain the spell to increase the emanation's radius by 5 feet. Oh, so that's pretty good.
Yes.
You continue to be our secret weapon against the undead.
Yeah. And I'm working on what I want my other level 2 spell to be, a rank 2 spell, because
Well, you get 2?
Yes.
I think I only get 1.
Okay. I don't know what to tell you.
Again,
Yeah,
Abby,
no, Abby, you only get
you're a
one
summoner.
because you're a summoner, so you're only a partial caster. Sorcerers,
La-di-fuck-da.
yeah, Lottie fuck da indeed. Yeah, sorcerers get more because they're full casters.
As I was saying, I'm trying to decide on the second one because they've added more spells since I first made this character and had it all set up. So, do I get signature spells at each level, or just one spell that's my signature?
It's one at each spell rank, I believe.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, they also apparently just yesterday added the content from Player Core 2 to Archives of Nethys. They are very much behind. They're still like 2 books behind.
That's
About to be 3.
Yeah, I was reading about their catch-up efforts the other day. They're trying pretty hard over there.
That's good.
See that they have a miscellaneous option in the classes now for companions and eidolons.
They've always had that.
Oh, it's never showed up.
I don't know. Anyway,
It's on mobile.
is that all for Ningyo?
Yeah, like I said, right now I'm looking at other ones. Rydell, however, he can now do magical crafting, which is exciting, and I have added the Marvelous Miniature Campfire, Marvelous Miniature Ladders, which means I can make those ahead of time, basically, and then activate them when I want. The Cantrip deck, which allows me to basically make cantrips.
You cut out there a little bit, but yeah, you basically get some single-use cantrips.
So now we can believe in the heart of the cards.
Yeah.
Cards that people can use. Potency, +1, whatever. So that'll be.
Speaking of the heart of the cards, I think Sheeta got a Harrow deck back at the festival.
True.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is it a magical hero deck or a normal hero deck?
It is a common Harrow deck. So it's
So
of
just
decent
normal.
quality, but it has no magical properties as far as you know.
Oh, I like. Okay, I found Ningyo's other spell.
It is, as far as you know, it is not secretly a deck of many things.
That's probably for the best. Okay, I found Ningyo's other spell, Inner Radiance Torrent.
That's sounds like a lot.
It is. You gradually manifest your spiritual energy into your cupped hands before firing off a storm of bolts and beams that deal 44 force damage to all creatures in a 60-foot line. Creatures in the area must attempt a basic reflex save. On a critical failure, they're also blinded for 1 round. And the number of actions you spend determines how long the line is. And it counteracts magical darkness and I assume normal darkness. So 2 actions, the line is 60 feet long. 3 actions, the line is 120 feet long. For 2 rounds, it still says the line is 20. Oh, if you spend 3 actions casting the spell, you can avoid finishing the spell and spend another 3 actions on your next turn to empower the spell even further. If you choose to do so, the damage dealt by this spell increases by 44. And you enter a shining state for 1 minute, causing you to glow with light and deal 1 force damage to creatures that end their turn adjacent to you. So, basically the doll just gets to be a lot.
Nice.
Neat.
Interesting.
And then I think their granted spell from their... Yeah, their granted spell from their bloodline is Calm Emotions, which basically can do a lot of helpful things, but one of the other things it can do is basically knock an enemy out of rage, I believe.
Nice.
Neat.
Forcibly calm creatures in the area, soothing them into a non-violent state. In a 10-foot burst.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Abby.
If this is third level, I get shared bitch. Can you put that on my chart for me?
You get what?
Shared vigilance.
It's already on there. It's on the feats
Oh.
tab. It just gives both you and your Eidolon expert perception.
Oh. Didn't know if that was on.
Okay. So Tyler, what did Gimp get?
All right. Gimp has became a expert at crafting. Chose fleet as his general feat. Able to move 5 feet faster. I am falling.
No, don't do that.
Okay, and then I get the bravery. Having faced countless foes and the chaos of battle, you have learned how to stand strong in the face of fear. Your proficiency, rank, and will saves increase to expert. When you roll a success at a will save against a fear effect, you get a critical success instead. In addition, anytime you gain the frightened condition, reduce its value by 1.
Neat.
That's all I get.
That's fair. Okay.
Simple fighter.
Yeah. Okay.
Eh.
So let's dive back into the story here.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped you, Dust. I'm
No,
so
that's
sorry.
fine.
Go ahead.
So I got a few things. I got opportune riposte, which means that if an enemy crit fails against me, I get a chance to either smack them or disarm them. I got some skill upgrades, so I'm better at intimidation and deception now. And what else did I do? I got fascinating performance, which means that when I perform, I can I have a chance to fascinate the target for 1 round, and I got a lot faster. So now my speed is 35 if I don't have panache, and 40 if I do have panache, which is quite a bit faster than before.
Wow. How you get
Fast as
so
fuck,
fast?
boy. And that's it.
Oh, I forgot to mention Ningyo's feat, which is Aura Sight.
Okay.
So I can see people's auras, which is exciting.
Nice.
And you can learn
can do
what
it once per
category of
hour.
den user they are.
Yeah.
I'm max
Oh.
aura right now.
I don't understand that reference. I'm not.
Don't worry about it.
You aren't.
Become
No,
weeb.
I'm the
Aren't the
only
weeb.
non-weeb here.
Okay, I can.
Apparently.
My Riz aura is maxed to
Do
100%.
not say Riz Aura, you disgusting trollop.
I
Anyway,
am speaking with the young people.
I think the problem I'm having with choosing my 2nd level spell is that like everything sounds good, so like I'm just like me.
well, you're only ever gonna get 2 of them, so.
Don't remind me.
But also just remember, you're not supposed to be a huge spellcaster. Your job is to get your Eidolon to attack stuff.
I know, but I like spell.
I know.
I think you miss being a witch.
I do miss being.
Okay, so why don't you take Sudden Bolt? That's a good.
I was gonna. I mean, Sudden Bolt is good, but I feel like Blazing Bolt is really good as well.
Okay, well, it just depends on if you want fire or electricity.
Well, the difference also is that blazing bolt, you can, if you use more turns, you can make it attack more than one creature.
Yeah, it's basically Scorching Ray from
Yeah.
first edition. So
it's, do you want more for one or do you want multiple?
yeah, well, that's a trade-off. So let's
But I do
continue
have
the story, and
flashing
you can pick in the background while we're setting stuff up.
No.
So you
Okay.
arise early, and you're awoken by the sound of war horns being blown. Honk honk indeed. So you rush out onto the streets of town, and everybody is kind of scrambling to get their weapons together. You have a number of spears that were crafted by Geem and Gorkin, the two dwarves, but most of the people just have like pitchforks and frying pans and anything they had close at hand.
What about a drying pan?
That's only if you put it over your head. Also, I wouldn't recommend that for cast iron. So, you also see the Yakuza thugs. They are openly carrying swords, which they're kind of just holding over their shoulders, looking tough. And everyone's kind of rushing towards the eastern gate, where the sound of horns came from. I assume you all follow.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Blackerman leaps up and heads in that direction to at least see what's going on.
Okay.
I'm coming too.
Let me get some, Okay, so you rush to the eastern gate, and you climb up to the walls, and you see that there is, looks like Akira's entire force has been gathered outside of the gate here. Let's see. So you come up here and you see there is a man who walks out in front of the group of bandits. He is wearing a suit of samurai armor with no helmet on. He has this red armor with yellow tassels on it. And you see that because he is not wearing a helmet, you can see his face is contorted into a grimace of fury. And from a distance, even from a distance, you can see that he has two sort of small stubby horns poking out through his skin on his forehead. And this is what he looks like.
Oh.
And let me
he
show
looks
that to put that on stream real quick. And he shouts out to you and he says, "Pitiful beings! Pitiful citizens of Daizo! I have come to liberate you from your valuables! Tremble in fear before the wild dog, Akira!" And his bandits all go, "Woo!" and cheer in intimidation and shout. And some of the people up on the wall kind of look nervous and scared. And you hear some people say, "How are we supposed to beat all these guys?" And there's a Yakuza man comes up and he says, "Don't worry, they're not any better at fighting than we are. We'll take care of them. We got the walls, and we got a few heroes in town who are, will take care of us." And he looks over at you all and he says, "Am I right?"
We're the heroes? Oh no.
I don't know that we're heroes.
Are we on a wall right now? Or
Yeah, you've climbed up on top of the wall.
I will proceed to piss off the wall at them.
Okay. And
That sounds accurate.
the townsfolk laugh and nervously, and you see that they have regained a little bit of their confidence, seeing you so nonchalantly make such a rude gesture.
I gotta go grab my dogs. I'll be right back. So.
Okay. And with that, Akira snarls and he holds his... he has a tetsubo. It's sort of the spiked club. He holds it over his head and he says, "Attack!" And behind him, a row of archers let loose their arrows, flying overhead and down onto the top of the wall. The battle has begun. So, change the music here.
I'm gonna scalp that man's horns.
That's very dark, Tyler.
He tried to scalp my beard.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are supposed to give his head.
Sorry,
to,
was that Akira who was
Yes.
looked like that?
Yep.
When did he get horned?
Whenever he did what he did.
Okay.
He did what he did, and there were outcomes.
Yeah, you also, have never seen him in person before, so you don't know
Yeah.
if it's normal for him to look like that. He could be, a tiefling, or,
A half tiefling.
something like that. You don't know.
Or they could just be glued on and he's
Yeah.
like a tiefling weeb.
He's wearing a headband with some fake horns on it.
He wishes he was a tiefling.
A tieftaku.
Okay.
Would a
Has
tiefling weeb
Zariel. What?
So would tiefling weeb be a weebling?
I don't even know.
Okay.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay. I don't particularly care personally.
Okay, so the townsfolk begin to fight back, shooting their own arrows. It seems like the battle is well and truly underway here. And your job, as you've been told, is to deal with any special threats that come along.
We are the spearhead.
Yeah, you guys are the special forces.
We're the Fox Raiders.
So, after a few minutes of fighting, you see townsfolk comes up to where you guys are stationed near the eastern gate, and he comes up to you breathless. He says, "They've started a pincher attack. They're attacking the western gate. Hurry, hurry!" So it seems that a contingent of bandits have attacked the western gate. So, what you want to do? You want to rush over there?
Make them regret it.
You're
Yeah, I reckon the only we've seen Akira over on this side, but we certainly haven't seen the ogre yet.
You have
So,
not.
I say yeah, I would be headed to the western gate.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm concerned about the ogre.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. So let me bring you guys
I've been
over to the
walking
map.
around here.
I'm gonna cast Mystic Armor right now. So it's
Good
ready.
idea.
Mystic that armor up.
Okay, so let me put you all on the map.
Thank you, Zane.
True.
And you can I will remove Rydell, but you can position yourselves in whatever formation you like. Also, you can go ahead and
I was
remove
thinking he
any...
might actually stick around this time.
Oh, okay.
Hide in the corner.
I'll put him here.
Because he has vials he can throw to heal people.
Okay. So yeah, you can also remove any lingering conditions that are on your characters, and remember to heal up to full. Because you had plenty of time to rest and get medical attention last night. So let's...
All right.
Yeah, so you arrive at the western gate, as a number of bandits are battering it down with a battering ram. It seems the townsfolk and Yakuza were unprepared for a sneak attack like this, or at least not as heavily reinforced on this side. So there are a few Yakuza members who are around, and they nod to you with their swords drawn, so they'll do their best to help you. As soon as you get there and get into position, the gate is busted open, and a group of bandits rush in. So let's go ahead and we'll roll initiative.
Roll for initiative. Aggressive.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm refreshing my foundry. Everything stopped.
Cool.
Sarah, can you swap? Wait, which way is the bad guys?
To the left.
To the left.
Oh, okay, never mind. I like where my compatriot is. I don't know if Sheeta should be in front though.
Yeah, you guys are
Not
welcome
really.
to position yourselves in
yourselves around.
whatever formation you want.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go here.
Jasmine was
Sheeta,
that
do you want to move back here with everyone else?
Yeah, I was just rolling my initiative, but it didn't seem like it did it, which was weird.
I went through.
Okay.
Come on,
Yeah,
pumpkin.
that's it. You
Can
got
I roll
20.
a pumpkin?
Oh, I see it now. I got 20. I see it.
You got a 22, Abby.
Oh yeah, I was trying to get the pumpkin to roll. It didn't roll. It
All
doesn't
right.
always roll.
I am back in the game. And I rolled a number 17. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be more in the front.
Oh.
Hey, you're with me.
Okay, it wasn't letting me roll for initiative for some reason, so I just rolled normal perception.
Right, I set your initiative
All
value,
right.
so we just need an initiative from Rydell.
It's not letting me do that either, so I don't know why.
Oh,
Of course, he got the 19.
you're very quick at running away.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to begin this encounter. In just a sec, let me pull that up. Okay. Top of round 1, it is Rydell's turn.
Like, become a Skyrim NPC and just start like working the forge as a dragon's attack.
Alright, he's gonna draw his vials. And he's got him ready to throw.
Okay.
So, yeah, those can be either bombs or heals.
What's the throw distance?
You know, I'm not sure.
It's wherever you want. Unlimited.
Range increment 20 feet.
Yeah, so you may want to get a little bit closer to your allies.
Yeah. Jasmine, what do you need, baby girl? Do you need me wipe your chin because you're messy? Are you messy? I'm fine, bye.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, I know, he
Very
can't do too
scared.
much right now, so it's okay to wait.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is one of the scouts. The scout in the very back, actually. He is going to, let's see, how far is he from the party? 60 feet. So he is going to do his mini shot. Open with that. So he is going to roll a strike with his short bow. He's going to target both Yukiko, the Eidolon, and Lackerman, who are both within his first range increment. Okay, that is a 19 against each of you.
For what specifically?
Against AC.
Against AC,
Okay,
I
hold
don't
on.
think that does not hit me. My AC is 20.
I don't have Yukiko's turn.
Just mouse over her.
No.
Yeah, so, no, you both have 20 AC, so the arrows, fly towards you, and you dash them away with your weapons at the last second. So that was his first action, so then he's going to move... let's see.
Hold on, I'm refreshing. Things seem wonky.
Let's see. I think he's going to take a shot at one of the Yakuza, the one to the north.
Those are the blue guys, the Yakuza?
Yeah, they are your allies.
Yeah, okay.
Don't attack them.
Well, he rolls a 13, which does not hit. So then he is going to move over here behind cover. I really wish the camera would stop zooming in on the party every time someone moves, because you guys are kind of a little ways away. That's his turn. Next up is one of the brutes, the one in front on the bottom. So he is going to, let's see, he's going to try to move up to the party. So he moves 25 feet, and then he kind of hoists up his naginata, pointing at you in a defensive stance. So that's his turn. Next up, it is Asahi's turn.
It is me.
It's you.
So what? He threw a javelin at us a minute ago?
No, he shot
No.
2 arrows
Oh, okay.
towards you. He shot 2 at
I
once.
missed the weapon. Okay, so I'm going to... Let me just... Probably 15 feet away, so... Pass. 15 feet away, so I don't get that kind of shit, but that's... I don't get the charge. Food. Okay, so... First things first, I'm going to cast Boost my Eidolon. I'm going to cast Boost Maybelline. Sarah.
Okay. You're gonna boost
And
Eidolon.
then with... Yeah, boost my Maybelline. And
Okay.
then I'm going to roll for the extend.
Okay.
I know what that is before you say anything. It's nature, right?
Yes.
Ahaha. I just improved my nature. Take that. And washababa. Go, pumpkin, go! An 18.
18. Let me check. For level 3, an 18 is exactly what you needed.
Oh, shit.
So,
Can't
it
be
lasts
relying on
for
these weak rolls
3
anymore.
rounds.
Okay. So, there you go.
And
Get
make
3
sure to mark
rounds.
off your focus point.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Let me go back over there and do that before I forget. Because I will. I'll forget. I will forget so easily. Okay. I got that taken care of. Then we're gonna act together. And I'm gonna cast on my turn for Asahi She's going to cast Protect. Companion. So Protect, push a bam. Put
Yep.
that on there, Sarah.
It's on there.
And then Yukiko is going to go bite. It's going to go run up and say yum yum yum.
Okay.
Go ashaba. Weshu.
So she's gonna beast charge.
Yes, but it's not going to get the charge.
She does
It's
not
gonna
get the
always
bonus, but she can still do it as part of an act together.
Yeah, just kind of stinks that she doesn't get the bonus.
That's okay. You are stronger now than the last time you fought these bandits, so go ahead and roll to hit.
My bonus didn't go up though. That's kind of weird. Still a +9.
No, it was
because I don't-
+9 with the bonus before.
Oh, so it doesn't even matter that I don't have the bonus. It's still the same.
It's the same as when in the previous level when you had a bonus.
Yeah.
But just
I'm
please
just
go ahead and
saying
roll.
that technically, it's the same.
Okay,
Since
sure.
I don't have the bonus. I'm gonna go.
Please
Well,
do.
Bamble. Oh, I got a
16 just it misses. It's close, but not quite. And actually, as you move up, you trigger the brute's readied action. So he's going to spend his reaction to make a strike at Yukiko with his Naginata.
No. He rolls a 7 total.
Natural 16 for a total of 25.
I don't like.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And that
Not
is
only
your
do I do
turn.
no damage, but also now I got it.
So now it is one of the Yakuza's turns. The guy at the far bottom left. So what is he gonna do? So he has his sword out and he's going to stride up here to this archer. And then he is going to strike with his katana, two-handed. How do I make it two-handed on here? Hold two hands. It still doesn't change the damage. But anyway, I'll roll to hit. Ooh, natty 18 for a total of 23. That hits. So I'm just gonna roll it in the chat because it's a D10 instead. Okay, he does 10 points of damage to the scout. He cuts him up real
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a little Jamie Oliver action.
Ew.
And then he's going to change his grip on the katana and just punch at him. Natural 1. Nothing happens. He swings and just like completely spins himself around comically. Three Stooges style. And that is his turn. Sheeta, it is your turn.
Okay, is Ningyo actually injured, or like did that happen, or is this an oversight from when we were?
I have said multiple times to put all of you at full health.
Okay. I just didn't know if there's something happened that I didn't like notice, or if it was just an
No.
accidental.
No.
So at this point, Ningyo has elected to stay at 5 points down of damage.
I'm gonna move over to where the rest of the group is, and I'm gonna chill for now. to see if anybody needs my assistance in the next round.
Okay, you can ready an action for battle medicine
Ooh.
if you want.
How do I do that?
So to ready an action, you spend 2 actions on your turn, and you designate a trigger, and an action to take. You can only ready a single action activity, but battle medicine is.
Okay.
So you can say, if one of my party members gets hurt, we'll use battle medicine on them. So before your next turn, as a reaction, you can use your readied action. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like it's basically like when my turn starts, if the thing is met, then I automatically do it, right?
It's
outside of your turn.
It's any time before the start of your next turn, and you can do it as a reaction instead of. So you can act outside of your turn. You only get 1 reaction per round, but you don't really have any reaction abilities, so that's no problem for you.
All right, cool.
Okay. Cool. So next up, it is one of the other brutes' turns. He's going to, the one at the very top, he is going to run up to the Yakuza guy. Stop moving the camera to the party. It's not even their turn. Okay, so he is going to do his tripping sweep. So first, makes a Naginata strike. 18, which hits the Yakuza guy, and then so he gets to roll damage. Ooh, 11 points of damage. That's a lot. And then he gets an athletics check to trip. Against reflex DC, succeeds. So the Yakuza is now tripped. He's prone. If I can find the prone. Here it is. Okay, and that is his turn. Next up, it is Lacriman.
Lacriman.
Right. So it's the Yakuza at the top that is tripped?
Yes.
Yes. I am not in measuring mode, so I think that even with my newfound quickness, that is far beyond my reach ability. So then what I'm gonna do, sorry buddy over there, I'm gonna attempt to tumble through this brute right in front of us.
Okay.
So we'll do acrobatics check.
Nope.
13. So then I end up like here,
to the side,
I guess.
yeah. So you'd have to spend another action to just move behind him, normal style.
Then I'm gonna attempt to demoralize.
Okay.
So intimidation check. That is a 20
against their will DC. I think that's a success. Yes, that is a success. So he is frightened. He's scared.
Yep, so I roll up on this guy, and he stops me from tumbling through, but I just look him in the eye and say, huh?
That does give you panache, right?
Oh, yes, it does.
Also, remember, you have a +1 bonus on... Oh, shit, I messed up again. The hotbar thing. You have a +1 bonus on any checks with the bravado trait. So that would be a 21, actually.
Okay.
I think you have to check it on the roll when you have to roll for it. There's like a little check button. You confirm.
Perhaps. I need to figure out how to.
Yeah, there's when you click on the roll on the dice button for intimidation, there's a number of modifiers up there. You can just click on the stylish combatant bonus.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's got a little toggle. Yeah, either way you get it, so no problem.
So then I roll up on the guy, and although he stops me from tumbling through, I look him in the eye and I say, "You'll regret messing with us." And he's scaled. Then we will confident finisher slice or strike with my newly upgraded dog slicer.
Okay.
And that gives me what, +1 circumstance because I have panache. Yeah, because that's bravado.
Your finishers have the bravado trait?
They don't. I'm wrong.
I didn't think so, because
so
then that would just give you panache back.
Yeah. That's I'm wrong. So
That's okay.
yeah, then I confident finisher. I roll 21.
Okay, 21 hits.
All right, and then we roll damage. 6.
It also, when you roll damage, it has the toggle for the precise strike. So you can toggle on the 2d6 and toggle off the +2. Because it's a
I see.
finisher. For now, just roll 2d6 and we'll adjust it mentally.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just roll another. So
No,
that's...
just roll 2d6.
Okay, I'll just roll again then. With the 2.
Okay, there you go.
So that's 12 plus
Wow, you got
2?
You got doubles. So yeah, take off the +2 from the first roll, so it would be 16 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
That's a lot. You got max max precision damage there.
Eject him right up.
This ouchie's the man.
And that's 3. That's me. That's it for me.
All right, and you lose the panache for using a finisher. Okay, next up is one of the scouts. The scoot. What's he gonna do? He's going to, first he's gonna move up here. Second action, he is going to mini shot. He just saw you walk up and just absolutely slam this brute here, so he's gonna take both of his shots against Lackerman. And that is a 15 to hit, which I'm confident misses.
Nope.
So then
Does not
he
hit.
is... what's he gonna do? I think he's gonna shoot at the Yakuza guy over to the left who attacked his friend. But he's probably not gonna hit. No. Okay, next up, one of the brutes. He's going to run over here. And then he is going to do his tripping sweep against Lackerman.
Sweep, sweep, sweep.
Sweep you to sleep. That's a natural 17 for a total of 26.
Ooh.
That's against my AC, so that hits.
Yes. Okay, so
Yep.
you're gonna take 7 points of slashing damage. And then he gets
Could be
to
worse.
try to trip you.
Gives me no light.
That is a 16 against your reflex DC, which I think is a failure.
Yeah, that's a failure.
Okay, so that is his turn. Next is the the Yakuza who was tripped. So he is
Okay,
you see that he just like yells out. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you!" And he flies into a rage. He uses an ability called Heat Mode, which basically gives him rage, but he doesn't get temporary hit points. So he first,
We
that was
found
his
him.
first action. Then second action, he's going to stand up. And third action, he's going to swing with his katana.
It's the Dragon of Daizo.
All right, he hits with a 21. So that's I think that's 1d10. And
Tammy, shush.
how much damage does rage give you on melee strikes? Because it
2
doesn't
plus
say
your
in the
level.
effect. 2 plus your level? Well, his level is 0, so so that's just plus 2. So it'll be a d10 plus 5. Well, he rolled a 2 on the die for 7 damage.
Wow.
Well, he tried. That is his turn. Next up is the only brute who hasn't gone yet. He is going to fight the Yakuza guy who came up to him, so he's gonna do his tripping sweep. Just try to move through this quickly. Natty 18 for a 27. That's a critical hit. For 12 points of damage. Does not kill the Yakuza.
I just realized what that portrait is.
Yeah, it was the best thing I could find for, like, a historical-looking Yakuza guy. So,
That's dude from.
yes, it's
Forgot his
a
name.
character from Like a Dragon Ishin, but
Kamawashi.
I don't know.
don't
So
know.
then he gets to trip. Misses the trip. That is his turn. Actually, he gets one more strike with his Naginata. Probably won't hit. No, that is his turn. Next is Gim Iron Striker.
I'm a stride up. Ooh. I'm a stride up this man.
Swagger up to this boy. You only have 20 feet of movement, that's right.
Yeah. I'm slap his ass with this.
Snagging strike. Okay, go ahead and make a strike. 18 hits.
All right, and he is off balance or off guard now.
Yep. Nine points of damage. Well, it doesn't matter because you knock him out.
Yay!
Good.
And he collapses to the ground.
You gotta put a little dead thing over him so we know.
Well, it's supposed to do it automatically. I don't know why it didn't.
It hates you.
So don't worry about it.
With my free hand. Wait, does it take an action to draw a thing?
Yes.
Okay. So I was noticing when I was drawing out a javelin earlier, it was kind of just like not announcing it. Yeah, okay, never mind. Then I am going to move behind this man.
Okay. Getting right into the thick of things. All right,
Yep.
and then it is finally, it is the turn of the last bandit, the bandit scout who got hit by the Yakuza guy. So he is going to step back here.
His best thing.
He is going to do a mini shot against Gim.
Is this just one turn?
Yeah, this is still round 1.
Holy crap.
A lot of combatants here, but he rolls a 15 to hit, so he misses both arrows. Then for his third action, he's going to shoot at the Yakuza guy who hit him. And does not hit. That's his turn.
His turn was nothing.
Ningyo, it is your turn.
And they're popping.
Z, are
Do
you
not
there?
know why. Okay, that's fun. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I'm here, but I'm lagging a lot.
Oh no!
Stop doing that.
I would love to stop doing that.
I know the feeling.
Oh. Rolling for something. Says Sarah's rolling for something. That's how behind I am. Okay. I'm gonna step up a bit. Maybe. Alright, let's try closing Sirenscape. Maybe that's causing problems. That. Okay. Maybe. Hello? Okay, I'm gonna try restarting my computer because I tried refreshing the page. And that seems to have made things worse.
Well, it takes a little bit to load.
Well, it's been a while since I tried reloading the page. But I've got everything closed, aside from Discord and this. And it's just not... I'll try refreshing the page again.
Well, if you let me know what you want to do, I can puppet your puppet.
I was trying to hover and see who had taken damage so far of the enemies, so I can attack them.
Well, most of the ones are way in the back. Gim just took out one of the ones that had approached you all, and then there's one, like, nearby who hasn't taken any damage yet.
Okay. Loading. I want to Divine Lance someone. I want to test it out.
Okay. You got 60 feet of range on that, so...
Oh yeah, that's true.
Jeez.
So that could hit anyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's a
also,
cantrip.
Maybe not.
Now that you all are at 3rd level, most of your cantrips should have heightened to 2nd rank. So you'll do
mine?
increased damage on them and stuff.
Cool.
Lackerman's pretty sure he knows what a cantrip is.
Nice. Okay. Loading. I don't know. It's just choose someone, choose an enemy, and cast Divine Lance
Okay.
at him on my
We'll
behalf.
we'll do the one that's closest.
Okay. Oh, I can actually see things now.
Well, you rolled a 22 to hit, which is a hit.
Mm.
So
Now,
you get
because
3d4
it's
spirit
heightened,
damage.
it should... Yeah.
So you do 10 points of spirit damage to the closest bandit,
Awesome.
which is pretty good. The maximum is 12, so you just got a little shy of max damage. So that's you know, exactly half his hit points as well. So
Cool.
good hit. You want to move or do you want to stay put?
Okay, it looks like things are working for me again.
Great.
I think everybody's in range. of my cantrip.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not a particularly big map. There's some guys who are a little further away, I think, but I think pretty much all the enemies are within 60 feet of you.
Yeah, and then...
Except that one guy way up top.
And then my Inner Radiance Torrent, if I want to use that, is a 60-foot line, so I don't need to be closer for that either. So I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty good about being right here.
Great. And then last up is the final Yakuza member who rolled, got a 2 initiative score. He rolled a natural 1 for a total of 2 on initiative.
I didn't even see him on the list.
All the way at the bottom.
Thought I was found all the way to the bottom.
So he's gonna run...
Oh my gosh, he was really far down. Oh yeah, that guy in the corner.
So he's gonna run around the lantern up to the bandit scout here, and he is going to do a two-handed attack with his katana. Natural 20. So that's gonna be D10 plus 3 times 2. $18 points of damage. And he takes out that bandit scout in 1 hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Man, he really critted there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I am enjoying these guys much better than when we were fighting that very first one with them. Like in the first session.
Yeah.
That was just villagers, I believe.
Yeah.
I think one of them was Yakuza.
Yeah, one of them was
Yeah, in that fight, the Yakuza guy got killed straight off, which is what started the fight.
Yeah.
Alright, and then he has 1 more action remaining, so he's just going to, he's gonna step, if he'll move, step up here. To get close to these guys. Alright, that is his turn. Top of round 2, Rydell.
I think he's feeling pretty safe where he is.
Kylie.
I don't think he's really got... Yeah. I think he's going to prepare one of his vials to throw if somebody gets hurt real bad.
Okay.
Which they only do like 1d6 healing, but that's still more than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So might keep him from going down at least.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be it.
Okay.
No enemies near him he needs to run away from.
Okay, so now it is the first scout's turn. He is going to 5-foot step out here. Then he is going to do his mini shot against Gim. Misses. That's a 10.
Nice.
Which I think is a critical failure. But there's no crit fail effect on a strike, so he just misses both, and then he's going to take for his third action, he's going to try to shoot the Yakuza guy here. Probably won't hit, but... Nope, he misses again. Alright, Asahi, it is your turn.
Okay, if I do act... Well... Sorry, I was thinking.
Okay, well, why don't you think out loud so we can all join in on the fun?
Oh, okay, I figured it out. Okay, so first things first, Yukiko's gonna do a 5-foot step. Wait, did anyone, before I move here, did you want this spot, Lackerman?
I mean, I could go to that spot or the other spot. It doesn't matter.
I just know this guy in front of me is dead now. So,
Yeah. Well, if you hit this guy, there's a good chance you'll kill him. So.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Okay. So
I might flank the further guy.
Okay, I'm a 5-foot step here. For flank. Then I'm going to act together. And for Yukiko's act together, she's going to do a bite.
Okay.
And roll the pumpkin. 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hit again.
Well, you said you were acting together. What does Asahi do?
I was doing that based on what Joe did. Hold on, let me see how far away I am from everybody else. Okay. So,
You're 35 feet from the nearest one.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the claws attack with Yukiko. And then I'm just gonna do a 1 action for Asahi.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my claws for my secondary.
Also, Abby, can you move a little closer to your microphone? You're a little quiet.
Ah!
Sorry. You had that multiple attack penalty.
I rolled so well!
Close, though. Alright, and then what is Asahi doing? You did protect?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was an every turn thing. Yep, that's what I did.
Okay.
That's
Next
my
up
turn,
is-
and I did nothing!
Okay, we got one Yakuza member. He's going to move up here and then swing with his katana at the bandit scout. That's a 14, but he is off guard, so that hits. That's he does get sneak attack damage, I think.
Wait, why does his
No, he doesn't.
14
Never
hit
mind.
and mine doesn't?
Because he's attacking a scout, you were attacking a brute who is wearing armor.
That sucks.
Well, sorry. So is 1d10 plus 3. Seven points of damage, and that guy goes down. And then he's going to use his last action to go into heat mode. So he's going to rage.
That's noisy.
Yeah. So now it is Sheeta's turn.
Alright. We got some closer action. And, oh, am I? Yes, I am. There we go. I'm gonna...
I can't take that! No! Stop moving my thing. I don't
move over
care.
this way, and I'm gonna... Oop, that's not what I wanted to click.
Oh. Don't touch my thing.
Wait, that's the wrong place. Here it is. Okay. I'm going to draw my bow. And I'm gonna attempt to strike. I think I can. I think I know how to target, like a big brain. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So you have a 60-foot
or no,
range.
that's not the guy I wanted to target. That wasn't the guy I wanted to target.
That's okay.
Okay, wait. There we go. I fixed it.
Okay. Yeah,
What
you're only
is
20 feet from
that?
that guy, so.
And then I want to
Like,
try.
I'm 60 feet. If I run the opposite direction, then run back.
I was just my menus were covering up things, and I thought that
okay.
I had the idea of where that guy was, and I was like, wait, no, wrong.
Okay. Wait, no, he's over there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to strike him with my bow.
Ooh, 24 hits.
18, 24. Nice.
Does everybody?
And is that 2d8s?
So just click the damage button.
Oh. Damage button. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait. The
So
damage button.
in chat where it shows the result of your roll, there's a button underneath
Oh,
it
yeah,
that says
I
damage.
remembered.
You
I
can
remembered it
also-
was somewhere that was like popped up, but I forgot.
That's okay. It's also on your sheet if you ever need it there. Okay, 4 points of damage. You hit him. So I think that's your
buddy.
turn.
Yeah.
Well, it is now the guy all the way to the north who is menacing this one lone Yakuza member. He is going to just swing with his
Lord.
Naginata, try to take him out. He rolls a natural 2. So he's going to step
Good for
back,
us.
and then he's going to swing again. Okay, that time he hits. All right, 11 points of damage, and he cuts down the Yakuza member.
No.
And that is his turn. Next up is Lacrimin.
All right. So quick question about tumble through. So if I were to move like here, like I can do kind of like zig and then zag through him,
Yeah.
as long as it's within my speed.
Yeah, there
Okay.
is.
So then,
Tumble
yeah,
through has no requirement on the precise path that you have to take. You just have to move into an enemy square and then out of it, or attempt to, I should say.
All right.
And just to let
So,
you know, that guy to the bottom of you is dead.
Yeah, this guy's dead. I'm going after
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah, no,
so
I was
yeah, I'm
like-
essentially
Doesn't
gonna.
your demoralize give you panache as well?
Yes, but yeah, the dead guy is the guy that I demoralized before. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
And also,
So I guess I'll move.
you do get the impression that their reflex DC is a little bit higher than their will DC. They don't seem particularly willful.
Yeah, that's a good point. I thought that the guy still living was the guy that I previously demoralized, but that's a good catch. Yeah, I'm gonna demoralize the guy instead of tumble.
Great.
through.
Roll your
So
intimidate check, and you can get the +1 bonus from the thingy.
yeah, the stylish combatant there. Well, bam. Hit him with the 29.
Oh my god, that's a critical success. So he
Amazing.
becomes frightened too.
Alright, so that's a move, demoralize, and last but not least,
Here's your panache.
a confident finisher.
You may want to save the finisher, because he looks pretty rough.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Good point. So we just gonna strike. 27. to
27 is a critical hit. Because he is
hit.
frightened.
Critical.
Dang, yeah.
And I get precise strike whenever I have panache.
I think you just always get the precise strike. But it's +2
Okay.
normally. And it only becomes +2d6 when you're using a finisher.
Okay, that now I understand.
But it's
I'm
not
learning
nothing.
how to use the little roll menu. I've just been
Yeah.
clicking through it before now. All right.
Oh,
Smack
max
him.
damage.
18.
Yeah, you you slice
Kill
his
him.
head off.
Nice.
That you hit with the.
Oh wait, and that triggers your next.
Yeah.
Hey,
So I turn, I look at this. No, that guy's dead. That guy's dead.
Yeah, so
The
to
guy
the
in the
left of
house.
you, there's one scout and one brute who are still standing.
I guess I'll the brute here. I'll look at the brute here,
Okay.
and I point my dog slicer at him, and then I, motion it across my own throat. He knows that he's next.
Cammy,
Oh my wa mo
You menacer.
And I will intimidate check. Badoom.
Oh,
I think I.
it was
I
on a
actually get-
it was on a 20 and it rolled to a 2. I think you get a bonus for
get-
that.
Yeah, I get +2 on that.
Okay, so a 14 is a success.
Nice.
really?
Yeah. His will DC is 13.
Wow,
Not
you
very
could
willful
really
at all.
you could demoralize them with hardly anything.
There we go. He is
I'm
frightened.
coming for you, buddy. That's 3 and a.
A reaction,
Reaction
yeah.
trigger.
Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, it is that guy's turn. He is going to step over here, and then he's going to try to strike at the Yakuza. He's just going to do a normal strike, because he's scared. And he misses. He's going to swing again. Natural 1. He's having a bad time, but that does reduce his frightened value. So he's no longer frightened. Right. Gim. It's your turn.
move up to him. Snagging strike.
$17 does not hit.
Then we'll do it again.
Ooh.
17.
It didn't hit this time either.
I'm sorry, that's just really funny.
Cammy!
Yeah.
Chamomile. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Cammy. Oh, ma'am.
What'd she do?
She had jumped up onto the hamper and was standing on top of the dirty laundry.
Sounds like a cat.
Just cat things.
She's never done that before. So
That also sounds like a cat thing.
That cat is on crack, I tell you what. Okay, so that is
I've had
Gim's
to pull her
turn.
out of my hat like 3 times today.
Ningyo, it is your turn.
Yay! Alright, who's left alive?
Okay, so there is one scout and one brute over here to the left, and there's one brute all the way up to the top who just killed a Yakuza guy.
Okay. And they are all unscathed? When I One up top is damaged.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me get my ruler out. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna Divine Lance him. No,
Oh, wow.
I don't want to leave the...
He is exactly 60 feet from you. That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's because he stepped backwards.
Great. Lagging again. That's fine.
Do you need me to roll it?
I don't think so.
Oh, there it goes. Hit the attack button on the thingy. 23 is a hit.
Excellent.
Let's go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damage.
All right, 6 points of
6.
spirit damage. You have
Which is not
damage to
bad.
spirit.
That isn't perchance a critical, is it?
A 23, no. His AC is higher than 13.
Okay. I could hope.
All right, did you want to move? Or are you good?
I'm still good.
Okay. I
They're all
imagine
just
this
getting
is
closer.
quite a sight, seeing this like little doll just like chucking these bolts of divine light at these bandits.
Yeah.
Like a Dark Souls
Yeah,
character.
that's gotta be interesting. Nah, she's too small to be a Dark Souls character.
All right. So it is bottom of round 2. It is the soldier's turn over here, the one who hasn't taken any, or the Yakuza soldier who hasn't taken any damage. He is going to step up here. Then he is going to swing with his katana. Ooh, got a 21 to hit. That hits. So, D10 plus 3. 7 points of damage to the scout. And he's gonna swing again. Nope. Misses. Alright. Top of round 3. It is Rydel's turn again.
Yeah. Same as last time, prepare to throw a healing vial if he needs to.
Okay.
I think he's gonna step a little closer,
Okay. Go right ahead.
because his range increment is only 20 feet.
Yeah.
Come on. We move. There we go, buddy.
Okay. So it is now the scout's turn, the one who just got hit. He is going to take a step back behind this cart, and then he's going to mini-shot the Yakuza guy. Misses. And then he, for his third action, he is going to attempt to flee. So he runs out the gate. Or he runs towards the gate. That's the end of his turn. Asahi, it is your turn.
Me. It is I. So for my first turn, I'm going to cast Protect Companion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to charge and bite Yukiko. And I did do the measurements. If I charge at this guy,
Yeah.
I charge here.
Yes, you can. Not only would you get your
Okay.
beast charge bonus to hit, but you would also be flanking.
Boisha. And then I get beast charge. So now I have a plus 10. And then I'm gonna press my do-do-do-do-do. Come on, pumpkin roll! Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Because you are flanking, a 16 hits exactly.
What? I'm just annoyed at how many below 10s I've rolled lately.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like,
like
come
some
on.
kind of random number generator.
Don't start with me. This is like my first successful bite that I have made this entire game.
It's only been 3 rounds.
Yeah, well, I take that personally. Yeah. Go, pumpkin, go! 9!
9 points of damage. All right.
That's a 5 on a d6. And then I have one more turn, I think.
Yeah, you have one more action remaining between the two of you.
Probably just bite.
Okay.
Wait. No, I think it has to be Yukiko. Or it has to be Asahi.
No,
She hasn't gone
either
yet.
of you can use any of your actions.
Okay. Come on, Pumpkin, go! 19!
19 hits.
Yes. Roll for some claw damage. Okay, fuck are you? Come on, Pumpkin! 5! Aw.
Yeah, it's not
Rolled a
nothing.
nat 1.
You could have missed and done 0 damage.
I know, but still.
I know. Alright, it is the Yakuza
Minimum
guy
damage.
who's enraged. He just looks at the guy who's running away and says, "You're not gonna get away that easy!" He runs up to him and swings his katana. 20. That hits. So, D10 plus 5. Oh wow, he does 13 points of damage and kills that guy.
Yeah, take that.
And then for his third action, he is going to run up to the brute who killed his friend. So that is his turn. Perhaps not the wisest of moves, but he, he is raging.
Oh, there's
so.
a guy up here. I didn't even see him up
Yeah.
there.
Sheeta, it is your turn.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is go over to Lacriman. And hey buddy, I think you might need a little bit of healing.
Well, just keep in mind, if you do give him battle medicine, he's not going to be able to get it again for an hour. So.
True.
And he's only down like 7 points, I think, so.
That is true.
I should have got that 10-minute thing. Turning
Yeah,
it
hold
from
on.
hour
I was
to
gonna see
minute.
if that only applies to. Hold on. I'm not sure which things that applies to. So, continual recovery.
That's,
It only applies to treat wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought battle medicine was just treat wounds, but in combat.
Kind
I
of.
wasn't sure if it was or not.
No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Okay. Then instead, I'm actually going to. Going to target this guy. And wait, here, this. And I'm gonna try to hit him with my short bow, and I rolled a 10.
Okay, it just bounces off his helmet. You have 1 action remaining. You can shoot again if you like. But, you know,
I guess,
with
I
the
mean,
multiple attack penalty.
can't be much worse than.
No. Worst case
the
scenario,
first
nothing
time,
happens, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot at him again. Or I think that was the.
Yeah, a 10 again.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Well,
yeah. Alright,
surely I tried.
you sure did. So now it is the brute to the north's turn. He is going to strike with his Naginata at this guy. Try to run him through. And he misses by 1 point, so he's going to swing again. Okay, he gets a natural 18 that time. Does 6 points of damage, and that kills him. So he kills the other Yakuza member, and then for his third action, he's going to move here. I think he has 25 feet of movement. Yeah, he does, so he moves up there. That's his turn. Lackerman.
All right. So, dead, injured. All right. So then I roll up to this guy that I demoralized earlier. I did tell him he was next.
Yep.
I can't demoralize him, so I'm going to attempt to tumble through.
Well,
so.
you do still have panache, so...
Oh, yeah, you're right. So then I roll up to him.
That's why you got that Super Saiyan aura on you.
And it's confident finisher time.
Okay.
If I can click into the correct menu. So we'll strike. We will. And my finisher gives me the +1 circumstance on this roll.
I don't think so, but you do.
No, I keep trying to add my bravado bonus to the panache actions.
That's okay, but you do get the 2d6 damage instead of the +2. A 20 hits.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
All
roll
right,
the
so
damage,
then
and you can toggle off the +2, and you
damage.
can toggle on the +2d6.
I'll be right back.
15.
All right, that's enough to take him out.
Nice. And that's 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm going to attempt to tumble through.
Okay. You could use your
So
next, I think.
You know what? You're right. So you're next to intimidate the last guy. That's the last guy, right? Yeah. Boom. 28.
28. That's a critical. Yeah, that's a critical. So he is frightened too.
Yeah.
And you get your
so
panache
I
back.
point at him and I say, "You'll join your friends soon."
You are very scary for a mushroom.
I mean,
now
it
can I?
should also help that he's the only one of his one of them left at this point.
True. So then it's 25 to here and then 5 here. So I can just move around him to flank.
Yeah.
No tumbling required.
Yeah. Great. So next up is Gim. It is your turn.
Right here. And you say he's already on.
He's frightened too.
Well, he's flanked, right?
You are not flanking him.
I thought he becomes off balanced when he's flanked.
No, it's only to the people who are flanking him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, off guard can be subjective.
Okay. And I will use a snagging strike.
18 hits.
Alright.
Right.
Now he's off balance.
No, he's actually dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
So
Nice.
describe your kill.
The good old kneecapper to the chest, and then as he's fallen to the chest.
There you go. Slam him to the ground, and he explodes into blood. And
Nice.
that is the end of the encounter, I believe. There's so many dead bodies here. It's like a battlefield or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are way more badass than we were before.
Just moments ago.
Mere hours ago.
What a
It's
good
amazing
sleep will
what a
do
nap
for you.
can do for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I...
So does my...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Does my reaction, your next demoralize, also give me panache if it succeeds?
Anytime you use demoralize, so I think it's because of your, what's it called? You have some sort of ability.
It's my
the braggart
style.
The braggart style. Anytime you demoralize, it has demoralize always has the bravado trait for you.
Oh fuck yeah! So cutting these people down, dealing more damage is great for that because I can just smash them and intimidate them. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the choice. We can either stop now and pick up next time, or we can push forward and maybe get into another encounter.
I have a couple things I actually have to do.
Okay.
Very valid.
I'm getting very tired,
Okay.
to be honest.
Yeah, the other front will
That's
be
all
a
good
great
with me.
place to start out next session.
Great. So I will leave you with this as you are catching your breath, and the one remaining Yakuza member salutes you, and he says, "You couldn't. I'm sorry we couldn't save my brothers, but they died the way they live, and it's hard to be sad about that. Thank you for your help."
Drunk as a skunk.
They weren't drunk this time, but
Whoa.
yeah, they have been before, as you have seen.
Character growth.
And as you all are catching your breath and surveying the scene, you see the gates have been battered open, but it looks like it just the battering ram they used just kind of bumped the latch out of its slot, so it didn't break the gates.
Well, that's nice.
So you are able to reseal the gates with a little bit of effort.
Nice.
Cool.
As you turn around to look back towards the town, you see smoke beginning to rise from somewhere inside the town.
On the water.
No, not from the water, in fact. From within the town itself, there is smoke rising, and you get the faintest glimpse of a fire going on somewhere in town. And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So I have
Thank you.
cool little end screen here. I can turn off all these people shouting on Sirenscape. So I want to thank everyone for watching, first and foremost. Everyone who watched here live on Twitch, as well as everyone who watches in the future on YouTube and wherever else we find this podcast ending up. I want to thank those who are supporting the stream and everything else I do on Patreon and subs on Twitch. You can see my patrons on screen right now. I want to thank every one of my co-performers here who have been doing an excellent job playing their characters and obliterating these bandits. And I want to give a shout out to Fern and Dust. They're excellent streamers who play lots of cool games. So definitely go check out their streams sometime. I do have a book that is available to purchase. I think it's pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. So check that out anywhere online where books are sold. And I think that's it.
At least thank you to Sarah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
true.
So we will see you all next time.
Yes, thank you as always for running
It's
this
my
game.
favorite book.
Thank you, everyone. So we will see you all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.